Hi guys, this is the second ever episode of Scholars on Air 5IB. This year's 2024. The this year's 5IB podcast club. I'm Jasmine, the president of this club.
I'm Theta. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about linguistics and AI and onomatopoeia, and we can just talk about
Yap.
we yappers.
So what do you want to talk about first?
So about AI, there's this experiment by Facebook. I think it was conducted maybe like a few years ago, and Facebook like made two AI bots talk to each other. They ended up making a language that only they could understand, or it was like un in ineligible. Is that a word? Eligible in
I forgot that word too.
It's just humans couldn't understand it, and it kind of reminded me of this one phenomenon that's is it called cryptophagia or is it just
Cryptophagia?
It's called cryptophagia, where twins basically spend so much time with each other that they make their own language.
Yeah, it's something. It's kind of like a stage that you grow out of, like how your mom tells you that your punk rock stage isn't temporary. Yeah, but some people never grow out of it. Like I used to watch a lot of controversial YouTube. Lao Gao.
I watched Shane Dawson.
Oh, stop! That's not controversial.
That he
did on his cats.
That is controversial.
But, no, I mean like YouTubers that talk about controversial things, not controversial themselves.
Whoopsies.
So Lao Gao is, I think, a lot of people watch him, and one time he talked about this pair of twins that was basically bullied at school. This was really, really long ago. Like back then, photos are probably still black and white. But yeah, like these black twins were bullied and ostracized at school for being black, and so they only talked to each other because everyone else were unwilling to talk to them. So in the end, they were only exposed to each other and only each other for so long that like they developed their own language, and they never did they grow out of it?
Let's search.
What? Okay. What?
I think they did grow out of it. I think they died. They died early.
They died early?
Yeah.
That's
the
sad.
Twins that had their own language.
Oh well. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Bullied.
I think it's quite sad if you think about it. In a society that
they were sentenced to a mental
an asylum.
Yeah, an asylum. I think.
God.
They committed a lot of petty crimes,
vandalism, petty theft, and arson.
Yeah,
justified, honestly.
Yeah, and then they were the only black children. Racism.
They were the only black, according to Wikipedia, the Gibsons children were the only black children in the community and were often ostracized at school, which was probably traumatic for the twins and eventually caused their school administrators to dismiss them early each day so they can avoid the bullying. Their language became even more idiosyncratic. You know what that means?
Idiosyncratic.
Characters, I think.
A unique feature of something. The term is often used to express peculiarity.
So they basically, like, that language became incomprehensible to other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have, you have a sibling. Can you imagine that?
He's not my twin.
So? Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you are a decade apart. You are a decade apart.
I am an accident.
Oh, wow. I'm a mistake.
You're a joke.
Yeah, because my birthday is on April Fool's.
Guys, give her birthday presents.
No, don't. Please don't. I will KMS.
Huh?
Keep myself safe.
Okay.
Anyways, continue.
So, like, because I think twins, it's such a weird concept. Biologically, it's sure.
Biologically, you are a coincidence.
Yeah, I am.
Not you.
Oh.
I mean, like twins, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it either happens when two sperms go into the same egg or the same zygote or fertilized egg, like, separates into two, like, divides into two, I think. But, like, because my parents have always, like, scared me into not having siblings, because they always told me that if we have $10, if there was only you, we'd give you the entire $10. But if you have a sibling, you would get $5. Yeah, you would get $5.
Unfair.
And the other person would get $5 as well. So I was always like, never mind, I don't want no sibling because I want all that $10. So it's like the same thing, right? For me, I don't want a twin, but I get it. It may like it probably is quite comforting if you are in a
Same situation.
if it's bad. I
Oh,
feel like you can rely on each other at least. I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's what they did.
Yeah.
Also having twins just seems so weird. What do you mean when I look at another person, I see myself like physically? That's kind of weird.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the twins out
Yeah,
there. I think there are
sorry.
twins in our class. Not our class, our
Oh,
school.
at school.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There's this one pair of guys in Form 6.
Yeah, I think I saw.
Yeah.
I think I was shocked
Shocked by what?
because I've never seen twins in real life.
Kids, I think you've seen a lot of children
No,
that
I've not. I've
they
never.
pass by the mall all the time.
I've never.
All right, all right. But like, I don't know. Would you say your relationship with your sibling is
Is what good?
anything
Healthy?
similar to this?
Anything similar? No, because we don't talk. We don't talk that much. It's quite it's quite silent.
Quite silent.
Yeah,
you
quite
are
silent.
you are silent. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, there's here silent twins. They're called the silent twins. I think
They talk to each other.
they're silent to other people, to people other than themselves.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad society has progressed enough to
not be racist.
not send these troubled children into an asylum.
Oh.
Like, I don't know whether you've heard of the phrase, "Oh, I'm in bedlam right now." Like,
I've never heard of that.
like, bedlam is like a thing to say chaos. It's kind of like a synonym. It's like an idiom, I think. But like bedlam is actually, I think it used to be an insane asylum.
Mm.
So all the quote
Crazy
unquote
people,
insane,
crazy
yeah,
people.
exactly. They can't see you, but anyways,
Sorry,
quote
air
unquote,
quotes.
air quoted insane people go to. But as you know, they kind of just get abused, and like female hysteria isn't even a thing. Actually, I watched House. House said it was a thing.
What's female hysteria? Females are just have a higher tendency to be crazy.
Yeah.
But
it is actually scientifically proven, I think.
Really?
Yeah, House said it. I don't know how reliable that is. I am watching
It's a TV show, bro.
all the stuff is accurate, oddly enough, so far. But like, it's kind of like Looney Tunes. You know what I mean? It's kind of similar to like Salem witch trials, bro. Like, it's really not real. And I don't know if any of you guys watch Twilight by any chance. You know, Alice, who had like special abilities, were locked up in an insane asylum and was rescued by, I forgot who. I think it was Carlisle or Jasper. But regardless, like, these people are basically forced into something that they don't want, and it's not even their fault, but then it hurts, you know? Like, you know, President Kennedy's sister had a lobotomy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forced. And
why?
Because it's kind of like a disgrace to the family. It's the great Kennedy family of the great president of the United States of America.
Happened to her?
She was locked up.
Why did she get it? She was a disgrace to the family. Why?
Mentally ill.
Oh,
and
that's
to think
not good.
Kennedy is quite recent, you know? Like, he's not that far back enough to justify what he did. But I guess all US presidents are kind of ha ha ha, you know what I mean?
They're a little bit
Looney Tunes, cocked in the head.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't picture myself doing it, and I'm thankful. I mean, like, yeah, making friends at school, it's quite hard, you know, and especially during like teenage years, puberty hits, and everything kind of, if like the spotlight effect, where you think everyone's staring at you and judging you, but maybe that's not the case. But it's all right.
What okay? Actually, the twins, one of them died, and then they said that the girls had a long-standing agreement that if one of them died, the other must begin to speak and live a normal life.
What?
Yeah, and then during their stay in the hospital, they began to believe that it was necessary for one of them to die, and after much discussion, Jennifer agreed to make the sacrifice of her life.
What?
So she died soon after of acute myocarditis. Okay, inflammation of the heart. No drugs or poison. So she died of an inflammation. That's
sad, fated, but lucky in a way.
That's really angsty. that inspiration.
No, I'm not gonna write
Oh
twins.
man.
But like, oh yeah, do not find me on social media. Like social media that
Please
I don't
do.
disclose. Okay?
Please
Do not find me
do.
on social media that I don't
Please
disclose.
do.
But like, regardless, I think it's quite. I mean, that's kind of. It sounds like a movie. Like, oh, twins learn their own language because they were bullied, and then they make an agreement that if one of them die, then the other should like live a good, healthy, normal life, normal as seen by society. And the fact that the other dies from a sickness that
She sacrificed herself. She agreed to do it too. I mean, did she have that disease before? I don't know, but that's still really sad. The emotional burden on the other twin, just to keep on living for both of them, kind of crazy.
I mean, have you ever heard of the fact that you can die from heartbreak?
I think I've heard it mentioned that yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling your eyes like that?
I'm not rolling my eyes. I'm just staring at you really oddly. But I think, I mean, it's it really sounds like a movie. It sounds fake. It sounds fake. It sounds like some writer in a room plotted it out.
You never know if this is true or not. This is Wikipedia.
It aside from Wikipedia, there's so much documentation. It's definitely real. I mean, what is truth, right?
Theory of knowledge, guys.
Don't do IB.
Yeah, it's actually no, I love IB.
Sure, whatever you say.
Anyways, moving on to the 2017 Facebook experiment thingy. It's kind of weird because
how descriptive.
because like I think the chatbots stop. Shh. The chatbots were trained on the English language, and then yet their language follows nothing of its structure, nothing of its rules, and it kind of really makes you think. It's like they made their own language, they can talk to each other, yet it's unintelligible to humans. And humans kind of have this like really special trait that we can talk to each other. I mean, like, well, you can argue that animals also can do that through movement,
basic communication.
Yeah, through that. But then we also have written language
with literature
as well.
I bet all the 4E students, including Aiden, Bai Xiaoman, and Megas,
bro, you just be exposing them.
Just got trauma.
Okay.
PTSD.
Okay. Like this very human thing to have literature, to have written languages, but yet a chatbot can do this, and it's kind of like it makes you think. Well, are they also human?
Hell no.
They're made by humans.
Absolutely not. Well, this chair is also made by human.
This is a human?
Talk to it then.
No. It's not gonna respond anyways. Like, yeah, AI is really weird. AI is scary. Like, what do you mean? You can just. It has. How does AI even work? On algorithms, right?
Do you know what's an algorithm?
Yeah, I don't know.
Neither do I, but all I know is like a bot is trained by feeding it a lot of information. That's similar to machine learning. Basically, for example, what I am used to is like, let's say a website, and then I want to teach it what is considered. Basically, for machine learning, you just show it the same object from a lot of different angles so that it can recognize it. And then at some point, like based on how advanced that technology is, for example, the website I use is not that advanced, so it only asks for 200 pictures. So then you can take another juice box of a different color, and it would probably recognize that is also a juice box.
So would that be the same? I don't think that would be the same for languages, would it? How do they train?
You're just looking for pattern.
You're looking for patterns in languages. And then yet they still come up with the UUII itself. They
UIII everything else.
Dang.
I'm a robot people, bro.
Huh?
I mean, I think language is not as vague as we believe it to be. It still works by a set of rules that's quite rigid. You still have to say an SVO I will follow, am will follow I, and I will precede am most of the time. Same with like I don't know French. Like if the word ends as a letter E, then it's most of the time feminine, and if it's feminine, then you're just gonna use la as the article instead of le. It's pretty rigid.
But what is a language? You can't really
No one can
define
define language. You know, have you ever noticed that only humans have eye whites?
What now?
Eye whites. Your sclera.
Eye whites. Eye
The
whites.
white part of your eye.
Oh.
That's visible. That's visible.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's visible, bruh.
No, of course, la. I mean, when your dog like side eyes you, you kind of see their white stuff, the sclera, right? And but have you ever noticed that we're the only people who like have it visible all the time?
Yeah. Well, now that you pointed it out, yeah.
Can you think of the reason why?
No.
I think it's because of communication. Like when you're hunting in the caveman days, you can't just scream at the other person, "Yo, the pig is there!" You know, you can't do that.
The foolish is there.
No, so you can't do that. So what would you do? You would side eye it, side eye it, side eye it. You know, like you would look to that direction.
Dogs also can side eye it.
Yeah, but not very obviously. You can their eyes can move, but from a distance, right? Let's say 100 meters, 50 meters, the black eyeball is just still gonna look like a black eyeball, but for us, you can very obviously see that our black eyeballs are moving to the left, to the right. So then you would just side eye something, look towards the thing multiple times, and your caveman buddy should know. Oh wow,
your caveman buddy.
The woolly mammoth is there. Let's go eat it. You know what I mean?
Well,
but Darwin is not really a very reliable source.
Really?
People criticize it a lot.
Oh, what about what?
His evolution thing.
What? Really?
Yeah.
About what about it?
Let's think if I can still recall what Lao Gao said, bro.
Your trusted source is Lao
Gao. I have
Gao.
watched so much of Lao Gao that it's just in my head. But I mean, if you think about it, evolution serves a purpose. It wouldn't just be here for no reason. But at the same time, it's also, I think the human body is whack.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Why do we have hair?
Why do we have an appendix? I think it's
an appendix.
An appendix. An appendix. An appendix.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, other animals find it useful.
So why do we have it too? Evolution.
I guess it's not that bad that we need to evolve to remove it.
Evolution is just if it works, then you don't have to fix it. Wait, no. If it works, no.
If I need it, then I will have it.
It's like, what is it called? It's like, ho, okay. It finishes the job.
Bare minimum.
Then you don't have to improve it. That's evolution, I think.
Why do we have hair? Why do we only have long growing hair on our head?
Long growing hair on our head. Why does it grow faster than the rest of it? The rest of our body?
We're so sensitive on our skin, right? Like I get it, you need to shield your head because that's the the largest area that's meeting the UV and the radiation. But the rest of our body is also very, very sensitive to radiation. So why do we not have enough hair compared to, let's say, a gorilla who has a lot of hair to cover its skin?
I mean, right now we have clothes for protection, but back then they also didn't have it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Neanderthals didn't.
Neanderthals.
They didn't have a lot of hair, right?
They had hair.
Yeah, wow, they had hair. Yes, they had hair. I didn't say they didn't have hair.
I don't know about much about Neanderthals.
You're a bio student, bro.
So
you should know apes.
We just started it, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me, what's evolution?
I don't know.
You get level 7 in biology, bro.
So easy.
Explain to me what you think evolution is then.
Evolution?
Yeah.
Is just when when organisms, it's kind of like survival of the fittest. One of the traits of it would be survival of the fittest, where the desirable trait that could help them survive will be passed on to the next generation. And then if it's undesirable, then the organisms that have those traits will die off, and then they can't reproduce. They can't pass that gene off to the next generation. So the next generation would be more evolved. That's just, I think, one of the parts of evolution.
Going back to the survival of the fittest, what do you think is the best trait that makes humanity at the top of the food chain?
Bro,
One defining character.
one,
Yes. Because I'm gonna challenge it. What makes us
our
so developed?
selfishness.
I think all animals and everything is stupid.
Selfish.
I think everyone's selfish. Not just every human, every animal too. You'd kill the other deer to get the woman that you're fighting for, right? You'd rip off their antlers and rip off your own just to get their genes.
So what do you think? Is it stupid?
Stupid?
I thought you said stupid. I thought you said that humans were stupid, and that's how they got on the top of the food chain.
How would that work?
I don't know. I just heard you say stupid.
No, I mean, like, what is the defining character that made humans the top of at the how? What makes humans the ultimate predator?
I don't know.
You kind of say, I don't know, bro.
Yes, I can. I have freedom of speech.
And we have nothing to talk about.
Our brain.
Elaborate on that.
Well, everyone has consciousness.
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. I also don't know. You just said I don't know, and then you say I can't say I don't know too.
We can reflect off that then. At least. Do you think dogs have consciousness?
What even is consciousness?
Good question. Self-awareness? Not really. I mean, there are animals that show self-awareness. Pigs, I think.
Really? How?
Yeah, with a mirror. Scientists conducted an experiment with mirrors and a pig and a maze.
And a pig. Enemies?
And a maze.
Animes? In a maze?
Yeah.
In a maze.
And a maze.
And a maze.
They, I think, conducted different trials with different setups. But yeah, I think pigs showed signs of self-awareness.
Pigs are crazy, bro.
I know, right?
What's your favorite animal?
I don't know, snakes.
Of course you say snakes.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Continue.
What is consciousness? Let's search up the definition.
Why do you think do you think humans are made supreme because of our brains, intelligence?
Probably, but then other organisms have so many other mechanisms that they use to survive as well. So, what do you think it is, the trait?
Good question. I don't know.
They yell. This is such an issue.
I asked you because I thought you would say something like a definite answer.
These questions there, 唔會有 definite answer 㗎啦。
You could have a definite answer. There may not be a definite answer, but you can have a definite answer.
Yeah, I could not have a definite answer.
So what is consciousness?
The state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings. Or a person's awareness of or perception of something. The fact of awareness by the mind of itself and the world. What being aware especially of something within oneself.
So introspection. What do you think?
About consciousness?
Anything we just talked about.
I mean, you can't really prove or disprove whether animals other than humans have consciousness. Do we have consciousness? Probably. How would you prove consciousness?
I think therefore I am.
Oh no, not that.
It quite literally is true though, you know. Cognito ergo sum.
I think therefore I am. What was that about again?
I think so I exist.
Huh.
Huh.
Do dogs think? They sure do.
I mean, there's a difference between thought and instinct. Right?
Like they have an instinct to eat food, to chase after prey.
Uh-huh.
So is that they think that they need this so to survive.
I think it's similar to how you don't think you need to breathe, right? Although after I
This is
said
not
this,
just an auto auto autono, autonomous response in our body.
I think it's pretty similar to instinct. Of course, it's not the exact same as a heartbeat. You can't really control that. Some people can, but not all people. Mostly not anyone. But certainly, I don't think thought and instinct are the same. I think they're quite different.
Yeah, like so then a dog thinking that it should survive. No, it should. A dog has an instinct to survive. Everyone has.
Yeah,
Everyone has an instinct to survive, but do we actually actively think about it?
I don't think anyone actively thinks about it. You kind of just go like you lift off one's foot. You don't really look 50 miles ahead. You look at where the next foot lands. Just think about your next meal, next cup of water, stuff like that.
Drinking water is just instinct. Is that an instinct? Would that be considered an instinct, drinking water? Like whenever we just go get a glass of water and drink it.
Kind of. I don't know actually. I mean, I think a thirst serves as a signal.
I mean, that's just how our body works.
I mean, I guess not every instinct has a signal. Yeah, hunger is a signal. But then what the heck is the signal for peacocks to, you know, show off their tail and stuff?
Because they want to mate.
Yeah, exactly. What does that feel like? I don't know.
Uh, uh,
what can I show off? What can I show off? I wear a furry tail and show that off. Is that?
Oh, I thought you referred to your desire to have a mate.
What the heck, bro?
Wale. Hola. Anyways, let's move on. This is a little bit too theory of knowledge, and I don't like it. I don't like theory of knowledge. I don't like thinking.
You're the president of a podcast club.
So,
your job is to think.
Um, well, anyways. Oh yeah, another topic in this episode that we mentioned in the beginning was onomatopoeia. What is onomatopoeia?
I think it's when the word that represents something mimics the sound of the actual something.
Okay.
Say bang bang, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, according to some dictionary I copied off of, it's the act of creating or using words that include sounds that are similar to the noises the words refer to, like buzz or splash.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also this thing, it kind of also transcends to this realm of knowledge. No, not knowledge, language, where different languages would have different onomatopoeia. Like English would have woof, and then in Chinese would be wong wong, right? And like these two, they still start with the same, like, what is it called? Starting sound, W, but then they kind of, both of these languages have very, very different origins.
Ever notice how mama always is the same?
Mama,
Mommy, mom, everything. I don't know how.
Mama, dada. I think it's just babies. Babies, they can't really they can't pronounce certain things at an early age. So then they just
Mama is always mama though.
Yeah, because babies,
mama is never dada.
Because you know what I mean? Babies, some babies could maybe are birthed to have they're just better at pronouncing the M sound more than the D sound. So then they would say mama.
Are you suggesting that women take care of children more?
What?
But what I'm saying is that why can't you call dada mama? They're the same easy quote unquote vowels, syllables, you know.
Ma,
but somehow the
da.
maternal figure is always mama in all the languages that I know.
So what is your proposed reason?
I don't know. I think it's the sexist English language.
Sexist English language.
Sure. It does not limit to English though. I don't know. I mean, dad is pretty different. Baba, father, papa, dada,
Pops.
pops.
Well, pa, pa, ba, and duh. They kind of have that same. It's just the lips are the difference because they all have the sound.
And ma too, bro.
M, m, ma, ma and pa, ma and pa.
Uh-huh.
Dude,
What?
I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's just mainly because babies have this, like,
Weird thingy majig.
in their mouths. Yeah, they always have something weird in their mouths, anyways. Don't. Okay. Do not. Anyway, let's see. Well, I don't really like onomatopoeia. Actually, it's just really boring. It's just a literary device that people use.
I guess it's pretty targeted to children.
Huh?
Like, you would, when you say onomatopoeia, I think of that in a children's book.
Oh, like
Buzz, buzz, a bark, a
bang
bark.
bang.
I don't think there are guns and violence in children's books, but
Oh,
sure.
it could be clashing sounds. Is clashing on
Clang, clang. What? It is.
Clank, clank.
No, clang, clang. I say G.
Oh, clang, clang, and clang, clang, clang.
What? What?
What?
I say G, you say K. You say clank, I say clang.
Oh.
Regardless.
Yeah. Well, you know what? AI is a lot more interesting. What do you think of AI? How should we use it?
Theory of knowledge, bro. I think it's absolutely inescapable. Imminent as heck. Genuinely, I feel like half of us will be replaced by AI soon enough. In our lifetimes, perhaps, unsure, but certainly I think all of our jobs are so easily replaced by AI, starting with the people who are footloose.
What's footloose?
You are not required to be at a place. For example, you're only typing it away at a computer.
Oh.
You code, that can be replaced by AI.
Oh,
Editing, that can be replaced by AI. And I already said the editing back.
Oh no.
But like, I guess there are still some things that are, since the knowledge is more tacit, so they can't be explained.
No.
Like,
oh yeah.
if I tell you how to swim, right? You know what I mean? Like if I ask ChatGPT to teach you how to swim, that's gonna fail, because there are still some forms of knowledge that requires experience to get at it, and it requires like companionship. It requires me to be next to you first. I assure you that probably ChatGPT cannot comfort you enough to make you be able to swim.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How about, well, so you say coaches and trainers can't be replaced by AI. Can't be easily replaced by AI.
Skill-based sports that's physical, yeah. Chess can, I think.
Chess.
Chess. Just
Oh,
play
yeah,
against a
chess.
computer.
Yeah. Chess.
You read books, I guess.
Artists? Oh no.
Oh yeah, I think.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't think so. Genuinely, I think right now it can make its own art, quote unquote, but it can't teach you how to make art. Kind of. It can teach you how to make abstract modern art. It can't teach you how to draw a face well, realistically.
Oh yeah. Have you seen those AI videos recently?
They're so weird.
There's this AI video of, I think Jake Paul. Sorry, Jake Paul posted this AI video of him kissing Mike Tyson.
What?
On his official Instagram
Huh?
account. It had like millions of likes, and then yeah, it's an AI video, and it looked so realistic. I thought it was real, genuinely.
I think deep fakes are gonna be a huge problem.
I mean, they already are with the adult industry.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
They use deepfake AIs to do adult.
Oh, OnlyFans?
No, not only OnlyFans.
I only know
really,
OnlyFans.
really big industries.
I don't know that. Want to tell us more?
It's like, haven't they used that a lot? How haven't they used that a lot already before it even had some
How?
sort of, they just use AI, they train it to put this specific person's face onto the actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that deep faking?
Is that not deepfaking?
My understanding of deepfaking is like making a video with a voice that's very similar to a person you're trying to mimic slash
Oh,
steal identity from.
I thought it was not only a voice; it could be face too. Yeah. So then they just put it onto actors in videos, and then they get exploited. The actual people who have those faces are like really uncomfortable. It's kind of like stealing their in. Is it called intellectual property? Just
Is
their
your face intellectual
I
property?
don't know.
Is an invasion of privacy, sure.
Yeah, really uncomfortable. I think Taylor Swift had a scandal because of that.
Oh yeah.
It is really terrible. But yeah, AI videos kind of are actually right the really recent ones. They're to me they're very like
Real.
very real. You can't really tell them apart
I
until
mean,
you actually see the smaller details.
I guess that could just be because we're not digital natives to this technology anymore.
Yeah, but
Janelle first skibidi kids can probably.
when you compare to photos though, or
Photos are
photos are a lot easier.
they all have that shiny finish.
That shiny thingy, but like it still kind of can sometimes deceive me.
Yeah.
For like
The flying penguins. That's CGI,
Yeah.
but that's not AI, but still. Fake things can be quite real.
Yeah, that restaurant, the restaurant near our school had a menu that had pictures that were AI generated.
Really? AI generated?
Yeah, I think they were AI generated.
Oh, really?
They had that shine.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I thought it was art.
Yeah,
You said it was art.
It looked like someone else's art. I thought it was either AI art or they stole it from someone else. And I think our other friend said that it was AI art.
Oh.
Yeah. And then like that looked like an actual like cartoonist's art. Like you could see that on Twitter, and then you'd be like, yeah, that looks like legit art.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
You know, researchers are telling people, like families, to start having a code word.
What?
To like, in case someone uses your daughter's voice to scam you money.
Huh? Oh, how do they scam? Like they call you with
the deepfake.
Voice?
As long as there's like a 10-minute video on the internet with you speaking, like this podcast right now.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You can be deepfaked. So people are suggesting that, oh, if your family member, relative, friend ever runs into trouble, make sure they can say an agreed safe word first. Safe word, keyword, no, not keyword.
Code
word first.
Safe word. Bro was a little bit too. I'm not gonna say the word.
Like, which is I think sad.
It's what like why I thought AI was supposed to be. I thought this type of technology was supposed to benefit us instead of harm us.
Well, anything is gonna both benefit and harm us. Look at aircon.
Aircon.
Yeah.
Airbus. No, I just air conditioning. I like it.
Hate it and like it. You can't really hate it and
I feel really guilty whenever I open an air conditioner and I just think of the polar bears and the ice melting. But
you should go look at Green Club's polar bear posts. You made it.
Oh right. Yeah. Anyways, AI is really scary, but like at the same time, it's so useful.
How much do you use AI? What do you use it for?
I sometimes, whenever I'm just too lazy, which is like, I don't know, 50% of the time, 60% of the time, even when I have a question that's like kind of really specific and I try to Google it, and then Google just does not give me a specific answer, I try to ask Perplexity, and then it gives me sources, and then I just go into those sources instead.
Would you say it's reliable?
That's why you have to look into it first before you determine whether or not it's reliable.
Would you say the answer they give is reliable?
Not all the time.
Well, of course not all the time. You and I are also not all the time accurate.
Yeah. So that's my answer.
It's so boring.
What?
What a boring answer. Did you know? I think I told you this before. If you ask any chatbot how many letter R's are in strawberry,
oh,
they say 2.
How many? STRAWBERRY 3.
Yeah, but then they say 2.
Why?
Because you look at strawberry as a word.
Yeah.
They break it down.
Oh, right.
And like if you ask a chatbot which number is larger, 10.11 or 10.9? They'll say the wrong answer. They'll say the wrong answer.
Huh? Huh? Wow. They're dumb.
Careful now.
Oh, shoes.
Shoes. Shoes.
I was gonna say shoot, but I was like, nah, let's say shoes.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, AI. Other than art, wait, can AI be chefs? I think there's robots who cook,
Mm-hmm.
that cook. Can AI? Is
What?
the robot robots can be controlled by AI?
Yes.
So that means AI can also be chefs.
Yeah.
That's so.
Because I think cooking, despite being told I mean, there are some tacticity to it. Like there are some techniques that you can't quite literally perfect, but I think it's quite straightforward. And there's a manual. The ingredients, the amount of it is quite straightforward. Yeah, maybe flipping an egg requires some even better coding, but Boston Technologies made a walking dog. I think it's fine, bro.
Oh,
Not the walking dog. It's not an actual dog.
There's just one robot that like moves really really like a human. Did a flip or something like that. Yeah, that robot did a flip, and I was like, what the heck? How?
Was it real? Like, did it look real?
No, the robot was real. The robot was real. It
Did
looked
the
like
flip look human?
oh yeah, it looked crazy.
Even the dynamics?
Yeah.
Huh, that's odd. How the
I'm
heck did they do
scared.
that?
I'm scared.
How did they do that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just that's crazy. Robots.
What?
Robots are just crazy.
Robots themselves aren't crazy.
Yeah. The things that they can do are crazy.
What you're scared of is AI.
Yeah, but I also use it a lot. What do you think is? Oh, wait, no, we already did that in TOK. But like, do you probably use AI too?
Yeah. When again, there's hyper specific things that, like, let's say an equation I need to be deriving. I will use a VPN and go into ChatGPT. Although it takes a really long while to load, but it's actually not. It was not correct.
Oh,
ChatGPT itself, the America version, it's not real. Not real. Not correct. It was for my physics
IA.
initial draft,
Mm.
but I stopped using it because it wasn't even accurate. So for now, we're still in the good stage that we can obviously, like, we can still see that they're not superior to us yet. And hopefully I do not live that in my lifetime.
But that would be really that'd be momentous to witness.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Oh.
I do not need to see AI gain consciousness.
That'd be oh goodness, that's a horror movie.
There are a lot of horror movies out there that's like that.
Huh.
I wonder, will AI inherit our evilness?
Oh. Oh. I mean, people who are evil who create AI, then I think they can inherit that kind of
Everyone has a little evil in them.
descendants.
No. I mean, genuinely, everyone's a little rotten to the core.
Aye.
Genuinely, though.
Yeah, there could be people who just have a higher degree of it, and then they could just put that into the AI.
Oh, really? I think it's not. I think it's actually.
Really?
I think the degree we all start out at is the same, maybe environmental impacts, or maybe your brain is structured in a way that you can't control your actions as well. I think Ted Bundy started off as sane as you and I, but then maybe environmental impacts, the stuff he watches, and maybe the way he's taught. I think that's what made him go on a killing spree.
So you think every humans started at first were neutral, and then it's just based on environments? Huh?
I think everyone has a little evil in them.
Yeah.
I think generally they're good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Fair.
But I think if the what is it called? Not the plague, right? The night where you can do whatever you want.
That movie, right?
Yeah.
What is it called? Oh goodness.
I thought it was Plague.
I don't think it's called the plague. The purge.
The purge.
The purge. That's scary.
I feel like
That's
right
scary.
now a lot of us don't do a lot of stuff because the consequences scare us more.
The punishments.
Yeah, because back then, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer years, the technology is not as good. They didn't even have fingerprint stuff yet, I think.
Oh, so they just
Yeah,
willy
CCTV.
nilly.
Yeah, CCTV wasn't even anywhere really. In Hong Kong, every single corner is littered with a camera, so you can't really escape anything. But I
Yeah.
think back then, killing is not as hard as it is now.
Mm.
So then now we all have all these constraints. Well, back then, not really, not as much anyway. So then people are more likely to do that because some they think they may get away,
Yeah.
and their likelihoods of getting away was higher back then.
Yeah. How would you? What would be your strategy in the purge? Would you hide or would you like actually commit some crimes?
I probably steal some money.
Yeah, real, so real. I want to go rob a bank.
I want to get a lot of money,
Yeah,
pay off my student loan or something.
yeah.
But I don't know genuinely, because in the purge, anyone can backstab you. I'd be alone.
That was terrifying.
I would be alone.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's quite difficult to assume how someone would act based on like how you know them before. But I think for me, generally, I'll be alone. I won't be with friends. I'll lock my house right up.
How about your parents?
Not when I'm like, not when I'm like, I don't. I'm just gonna assume that I'm not doing this when they are in Hong Kong.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just assume I'm alone, okay? Just assume. That's an assumption.
Okay, that is an assumption. Well, do you have any closing words? Anything you want to say about AI, about language, about onomatopoeia?
I don't think I know a lot of students in MPL abuse AI, and I get it. It's easier, so why not do it, right? I don't think it's good. I think you're being conditioned to it, and I think if you don't, obviously you need to familiarize yourself with it so you know its strengths and weaknesses. Certainly, I don't think I think you should learn that so you don't get replaced.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think don't overuse it, such that if you do overuse it, right, then you would just be used against by it. So then you would kind of be at a disadvantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. I think we just have a tendency to be really.
Anyways,
So, yeah, I think we do have a tendency to be really lazy, especially with us being grown up in in an era where we have so many technological advances that help us be the laziest versions of ourselves. But I think there's a lot of, I guess, pleasure in there's a lot of pleasure that you can enjoy when you put so much effort into something and that works out. So I think that we should probably all have this kind of mindset when we're using AI, when we're doing anything, basically.
okay, let's close with a horror story. I think I will tell a horror story for closing.
What is it?
It's a manga, and basically, I only know the ending, but a space explorer was stranded basically, and it was in a spacesuit which protected him, and he is actually stuck on a journey of endless walking because he's in space, so he can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
However, his spacesuit is so advanced that it strives and it gives up everything to keep him alive. So the suit forces his legs to move, and when there's no food, it like nicks flesh off of his body to let it eat. And when there's no water, it recycles urine for you to drink.
Oh wow!
So in the end, there's actually nothing but a brain. And that's the end of our 2 cents today.
Yeah, that's something to think about.
See you guys later.